I'm Stephanie Ameiss with Understanding the Threat, and this will be the first in a series on women in Islam. Louisa Jespersen and Myrna Uland were two young students at the University of Southeastern Norway studying outdoor recreation and took a month-long holiday to Africa. They'd been told they'd be safe. They reassured their families they would be safe. These two young college students trusted they'd be safe because they had been educated with the coexist mentality and had been told Islam is a religion of peace. The last place they visited before being murdered was the village at the base summiting the highest peak in North Africa. They were full of adventure and loved life. I can relate. The murder of one of the women was videoed by the jihadis. It is an unforgettable, disturbing video. It will stay with me forever. What's hard for the West to understand is the rape, sex slaves, and murder, beheading of these women. It's legal under Sharia. These two women were daughters of parents who cautioned them to be careful, but trusted their judgment. Their ravished bodies were found on December 17, 2018 by fellow hikers. Several jihadis who sexually assaulted and beheaded the victims have been arrested. One of the videos showing the murder, the jihadis are heard saying, "It's Allah's will, and this is revenge for our brothers in Syria. These are your heads, enemies of God," was posted on social media for their families to see, for their mothers to see, for their fathers to see them being brutally murdered. Another posted video showed the jihadis swearing allegiance to the Islamic State. Moroccan authorities and Norway National Criminal Investigation Services have said the videos are authentic. Denmark's Prime Minister said the killings can be considered politically motivated and thus an act of terror. The rape of captive women is allowed under Sharia. In the Quran, the phrase, "This whom your right hand possesses," is repeated 15 times. This phrase refers to unbeliever females, non-Muslims, that Muslim men can take as sex slaves and rape them. Since Muhammad took slaves, it's easy to see how Muslims might believe they are commanded to take sex slaves. Quote, "God revealed His will to the angels, saying, 'I shall be with you. Give courage to the believers. I shall cast terror into the hearts of the infidel. Strike off their heads. Strike off the very tips of their fingers.'" That's Quran 8:12. Quote, "When you meet the unbeliever in battlefield, strike off their heads." That's Quran 47:4. The most authoritative biography of Islam's prophet Muhammad records that Muhammad participated in beheading 900 Jews at the Battle of the Trench. Since the Quran commands Muslims to follow the perfect example of Muhammad for all times, it is easy to see how they might believe they are commanded to behead non-Muslims. What happens overseas is happening and will happen here. The Muslim jihadis are doing what their God Allah commands them to do in the Quran, and what their prophet Muhammad set as a perfect example for them. Do you want your wife, your sister, your mother, your best friend, your daughter to be violated this way? Learn about Islam. Know the threat. Thank you for watching Part 1.